Daryl Lennington here from itnewsafrica.com, and I'm here with Reshaad Sha, who's the CEO of Liquid Telecom. Great to have you here, Reshaad.
Hi Daryl, welcome to Liquid Telecom.
Thank you very much. So tell me a little bit about Liquid Telecom. Tell me, when did the company start and what does it exactly do?
Liquid Telecom actually started as Econet Carrier Services back in 1997 and rebranded as Liquid Telecom in 2004. Primarily delivering satellite and voice services in Zimbabwe, and that expansion of our cross-border fiber network began in 2009. And since 2009, it's been quite a significant journey for Liquid Telecom in terms of its coverage across the continent. And today, we have close to 70,000 kilometers of fiber network, which of course includes South Africa and going all the way from Cape Town to Cairo, as per our recent announcement of that fiber network, which basically allows us to connect almost every country along the east coast of Africa, all the way from Cape Town in South Africa through to Egypt.
All right, so let's switch to your position with the company, obviously as CEO. What's your day-to-day business like? What do you get up to on a day-to-day basis, and how long have you been with the company for?
So I've joined Liquid Telecom in June of this year, 2018, and it's actually been quite an interesting journey so far. There's lots to do, of course. We are operating in a hyper-competitive market from a connectivity perspective. So a lot of our time and effort goes into trying to work closely with customers to address what their requirements are, while at the same time, spending a large amount of time redeveloping the operating model of the company, which is an initiative that I started very soon after I joined.
All right, so what's been your biggest highlight at Liquid Telecom so far?
I think the highlight that we've had as the Liquid Telecom Group is the launch of our Cape Town to Cairo network, which allows us to connect all the countries all the way up from South Africa through to Egypt, and provide connectivity services in each and every one of those countries, both for enterprises, for wholesalers, and in some cases to ISPs, as well as in other cases directly to consumers with our high-speed digital network.
So looking towards the future, what plans does Liquid Telecom have when it comes to 2019 and 2020?
Liquid Telecom is going to be focusing heavily on the digitalization journey of our customers. And by that, what we're going to be doing is, focusing heavily on the types of services that we offer, underpinned by our data center footprint, underpinned by our partnerships with the likes of Microsoft and Amazon to bring cloud and digital capability to our customer base, both in the enterprise space as well as in the wholesale space. Alongside that, we're also investing in digitalizing our own businesses. And in fact, in South Africa specifically, part of the shift of our operating model is to become more digitally enhanced in order to better service our customers.
All right, so with technology rapidly moving forward, how is this changing the face of business?
I think the business environment, and depending on the vertical you talk about, whether it's mining, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's retail, whether it's financial services, each of those industries are also going through their own transitions. Some of them are in financial services specifically having to compete with new startups that are data-driven and data-informed to some extent. These are large institutions that need to be competitive in a market space where everybody is vying for actual market share, vying for an increase in profit, vying for a reduction in costs. With our partnership with those customers specifically, we're trying to bring a proposition to them that enhances their digital journey, but importantly, partnering with them to bring some of those savings through the platforms that we've invested in, not just in South Africa, but across the continent.
So with 2019 and 2020 just around the corner, what trends do you see impacting consumers as well as businesses?
I think the trend that we're going to continue to see, which has already started beyond just the POC, proof of concept type phase, but into production, is a deeper focus on connecting everything. And that is not just the branches of big retailers with high-speed connectivity, but the objects within the environment. Internet of Things is going to become an important aspect and data collection mechanism for both consumers as well as for businesses. But that's just a data collection mechanism. The other emerging trend that is already starting to deliver actual results is the combination of artificial intelligence and insights that allows for businesses to make decisions real time using these new insights. And of course, thirdly, is the ability to analyze existing data, analyze large data lakes, analyze large pools of historical information, and use that to build new product, to build new service, to build new capability and new ways of working with customer bases. It is actually the time of when this large collection mechanism of data as well as existing data will really start to be used more effectively to deliver a better service to customers.
So to finalize the interview, what advice would you give to those who are looking to work their way up to the level of CEO?
Well, the important aspect of any career journey for any person, doesn't matter what role they actually want to fulfill, at the end of that is to stay focused on working incredibly smart and hard. It's not just smart, it's smart and hard in the area of expertise, to continuously learn, which is, I would call a second aspect of being able to build up your capability, to build up your own experience. Learning is a critical component of that. So continuous learning not just fuels you being able to do a better job in what you're doing, but it's also going to broaden your expertise. And the third area, which sort of ties into learning to some extent, is really around broadening your knowledge base from not just the area in which you work in, but in other areas, in other functional areas, whether it is biology and science, or whether it is mathematics, or whether it is literature. Specifically, technology people tend to avoid those areas of reading and learning, but I would encourage a much broader base of data collection through reading, through learning, in order to be able to progress your own knowledge capability and of course your career.
All right. So some wise words there from Liquid Telecom's CEO Reshaad Sha. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.